Oh my god, hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's literally been, I think it's been a month since my last upload, and I've actually been dying to film another makeup tutorial for yous, but the past month has been like the most busy month that I've ever had. I went back to Edinburgh for Christmas, so I was away for like 2 weeks over Christmas and New Year, and since I've been back I've literally been non-stop, but in the best way possible. I've been doing some really fun and exciting things. I've posted about it lots over on TikTok and Instagram, so I'm not going to say too much over here, but I was part of Huda Beauty's new Ube campaign. Here's the little leaflet from the PR kit, and you can see me up here. And since the campaign went live, I've just been in a little Huda Ube bubble. And last week, Huda Beauty actually flew out loads of influencers from like all over the world and brought them to Dubai, and we had like a week of activities and an event to celebrate the launch. So it's honestly been the most fun thing ever and just such a good start to the year. Posted some mini vlogs on TikTok of behind the scenes of the shoot and some of the activities we got up to, and obviously I've got loads of pictures over on my Instagram, so I'll put them in the description if you want to go and have a look. But basically all of that to say is I've had a very busy and social start to the year, which means I've been doing my makeup and getting ready loads. And I've had one look that's been like my go-to this month, so I'm going to show you that today. We're going to do hair and makeup. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so we're going to do makeup first and then move on to hair. But I actually do just want to put my little front section in a roller because I feel like that's the most important part of the hair, and this is where I want the most volume and hold. My hair is also freshly washed and it tends to get a bit floppy when I've just washed it. So the longer we have it in a roller, the more chance of it having volume. So I've just sectioned out this little front bit here, and now I'm going to go in with my air wrap with the little blow dry brush. And I'm going to roll and curl this towards my face. I know that loads of people curl it backwards like this, but I just get so much more volume when I do it forwards. Most of the time I'll literally just leave the attachment in my hair, but for the purpose of this video I'll put a little roller in. So I'm just rolling my hair back up into this roller. This is like I think this is like a medium to large size roller. And you just want to make sure that everything is laid completely flat. Rolling that down, and I'll put a little clip in it to hold it in place. Okay, now let's get into this makeup. I don't know why, but I'm so excited to film this tutorial today. This makeup has just been my favourite for like special events and going out. So I'm really excited to just like break it down and talk through it. So first things first, my skin is already prepped. I went in with the Rhode glazing milk and glazing fluid and this caffeine eye cream from the Inkey list. This is meant to help with like tired looking eyes, and I have had bags recently, so I've been loving this. And then I finished off with the Tatcha dewy skin cream. I always use this, I love it. I applied that skincare like 20 minutes ago, so now it's nice and absorbed into my skin. So I'm gonna go in with some foundation. We're using NARS Radiant Longwear, of course. This is just like my safe foundation, and I use this in the shade Barcelona. This is my fake tan shade. I honestly think this will always be my go-to foundation. It just always looks the same, it never goes weird, it looks so good in photos. I have a question for you. When you are watching makeup tutorials, do you want to see like different products each time? Because now I'm thinking, I think I've only ever used this foundation in my YouTube videos, and I'm thinking like, is that boring? If I use the same foundation every video, is that boring? Please let me know. I have a breakout round here, so I'm just going in with a little extra product and just building it up where I need it. In my last video, I was talking about how I didn't have a favourite concealer, but I think that my favourite concealer right now is the Milk Makeup Future Fluid. It's kind of more suited to like an everyday makeup look because it's not like full coverage. But I'm going to use it today and I'm just going to build it up because the finish of it is so nice. It's one of the most creamiest like hydrating concealers that I've ever used. It's so good. This is the shade 5W, and I'm just concealing and highlighting with this. This is everywhere that I put my concealer, and I'm just going to go in and blend it out again with the sponge. I like to start from the outside and then work my way in so that the concealer underneath my eyes has a little bit of time to set. Also, I just want to say that one of the main reasons I've been so excited to come back and film is because people have been so nice to me here on YouTube. Like, it's honestly making me so happy, but my comment section is like the most positive comment section that I've ever seen, and it's just so nice and motivating. And I feel like I have a lot of new people over here, like people that don't know me from TikTok and Instagram, so that's also been really nice to see. Yeah, I just want to say thank you for being so nice. And I've now hit 40k over here, so woo! Can you see how like glowy that concealer is? It just reflects light so nicely. I am going to do another layer, but first I'm going to go in with the rest of my cream products. Going in with my Huda Beauty Tantour on a Morphe R46 brush. And I'm just pressing this into my cheek, blending it out, and then adding more if I need to. Starting at like the top of my ear, and then slowly tapping to diffuse it out. And then I'm also using this to contour my temples. I like to take the brush right over my eyelids and then up and out. And I just keep mine to the side of my forehead. Obviously everyone's different, so if you're wanting to make your forehead appear shorter, then you can go in and contour the top as well. But my whole aim with my contour is just to make my face look more lifted and defined. So definitely learn your face shape and decide like what you want to achieve with your contour. If you want to make your chin look slimmer, forehead smaller, etc. And don't just do it like everyone else does. I'm just going in underneath my chin to define my jaw a little bit more. And now I'm going to go in and do my nose. This is the most important step of my makeup. I feel like my nose contour makes such a difference to my whole face. It's a crucial step for me. Going in with the same contour on my Patrick Tat for Contour 3 brush. And just contouring the very bottom of my nose. And then tapping that product down the sides. I'll always start out with 2 harsh lines like this and blend that product right up into the front of my brow because I want the top of my nose bridge here to appear wider. When I have no makeup on, my nose is the thinnest up here at the top of my nose bridge and then it's the thickest at the tip of my nose. So I'm basically just trying to like flip that upside down by contouring close together down here and then far apart at the top. Tapping over those lines to blend them in. And then I'm going to take a part of my sponge that has no product on it and just lightly dab over. And when we put concealer back on, I'm going to sharpen everything up. Oh my god, I'm so stuck right now on which blush to choose. Usually I'll do this look with like a pink blush and a pink highlight, or I'll do like a more deeper pinky peach blush and a gold highlight. And right now I'm trying to battle like which one. Okay, I've decided we're going to go in with a bit of a deeper blush. This is the Hourglass liquid blush in the shade Vision. I'm just going to pop a couple drops on my hand. It's like a deeper pinky red colour, and I'm taking on this brush from a brand called Mima, and it's their 09 brush. It has like the softest bristles ever. And I'm just going to slowly build this up because these liquid blushes are so pigmented. A little bit goes such a long way. Like that was only 2 drops that I put on my hand. I've still got all that left, but I definitely don't need any more. Whenever I do my cream brush, I always like to go back in with my contour brush with no extra product, literally just what's left on the brush. And just go over and blend that in, just making sure that everything is nice and seamless. And then I'm going to go back in with that same Milk Makeup concealer, and I'm just adding it back to the very inner corner, and I'll let that sit for a minute while we pot conceal. I honestly don't know what I would do without this NARS pot concealer. It's just the best for covering up any spots and blemishes. I'm actually taking this on the little brush on the end of my Mario lip liner. I just picked this up and used it the other day because I couldn't find the brush that I normally use. But I actually really like using it for the concealer, and then it means that if you go over with your lip liner, you already have a little brush with concealer on it, on your lip liner. So it's good to like clean up around the edges of your lip liner. Laying this down on top of my breakout. Oh my god, that spot is like actually sore, and I've got a big one coming up here. Literally as soon as one goes away, another one appears. I really pack it on in the center where the spot is, and then slowly start to diffuse it outwards. And then I'm just taking my sponge to blend out the very edges. Trying not to blend right over the spot so that we don't take away any of the coverage. Literally just round the edges. Going in and blending out that under eye, and I'm just using it to sharpen up the nose contour. And I'm just going to blend up and out towards my temple as well, just to bring back a bit of definition at the top of my cheekbone here. Sometimes I really don't know how to describe what I'm doing, but you can see what I'm doing, so hopefully you understand what I mean. You can see the difference here, like bringing the concealer up just makes this look more lifted again. So now that all my cream products are blended and sitting the way I want them, let's lock it in with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Powder and really just load up my powder puff. I like to pat the excess off of my hand just to make sure that it's really in there. So then I've got my puff here ready, but I'm just going to take my sponge and blend out any concealer that's settled into any lines. I always do this before I set, but with this concealer especially, because it's so creamy, you want to make sure that it's fully blended. Okay, I don't want to look down. I like to press it in first where I usually get my creases, and then you can kind of relax a bit and go in and set the rest. And I'm really light-handed when I go in with this powder, so I don't want to disturb anything underneath. And I'm also going to press this in anywhere that I've spot concealed. This will just add a bit more coverage and make sure that that concealer is not budging. Then I'm just gonna pick some more up on a brush. This is from Peaches and Cream, it's a PC 15. And then I'm just gonna apply this really lightly on my forehead and my chin. And I sometimes like to take this up my jaw as well. Make sure everything's nice and matte and set. Okay, perfect. For powder bronzer, I'm using MAC's Dark Tan Mineralize Skin Finish. This is such an OG bronzer, but it's literally the best ever. I just love how buildable it is. You almost don't notice that you're putting anything on until you compare it to the other side. This brush, oh, what is this brush? This brush is from Doll Beauty, but I cannot read which number, but I just go in really, really lightly with this. I love filming these YouTube tutorials, but the only downside is not being able to listen to music. I would love to just have some music on in the background right now. To set my cream blush, I'm gonna go in with this Haus Labs powder blush. This is the shade Hibiscus Haze, and I'm using this on a Peaches and Cream PC03 brush. I literally bought these Peaches and Cream blushes when I was like 17, 18 maybe, and they're still going to this day. And again, just applying this really lightly and slowly building it up. This brush is perfect because it's just so like feathery. I have really sadly run out of my Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. This is literally my favourite ever, and I can't believe I've finished this like extra large bottle. And the only other two setting sprays I have right now is the MAC Fix Plus, but the matte one, or I have Refy Face Setter. So I've got one matte one and one really glowy one. I love the Charlotte Tilbury one because it's like not too matte and not too glowy, but I think maybe out of the two I'm gonna go for the matte and maybe just spray a lot of it. MAC really need to update this like scoosher. I don't like this at all. I hate how this sprays. Like, this is why does I sound so stressed? And then get my little fan and fan it in. I don't really love that setting spray. It's not really done what I wanted it to do. I think I'm just gonna do a couple sprays of the Refy one because I feel like I need to melt the powders in and not like add to the matteness. Okay, that's better. That's given me a bit more of a glow. So let's move on to the eyes. The eyes are my favourite part of this look. And it's honestly nothing groundbreaking, but I've just loved doing this eyeshadow so much. I'm just taking the concealer left on my sponge just to blank out my lid a little bit. And then we're going in with the Makeup by Mario palette, Shock. I honestly don't really use any other palettes. This one just has everything that I need. First I'm picking up this shade here. I've literally almost hit pan on this shade and I'm nowhere near hitting pan on all the others. This one is my favourite by far. I'm taking this on a big fluffy eyeshadow brush. This again is one from Doll Beauty. This is a DB5. And I'm taking this shade right on the outer corner of my eye, packing on the colour here, and then blending up and out towards the temple. Just like to build up this outer corner. I'm really loving doing eyeshadow again. I literally stopped wearing eyeshadow for like 2 years and I only ever put bronzer through my crease. But that's just so boring. Now that we've built up a little bit of colour on the outer corner of our lids, I'm going to take whatever's left on the brush and just go in to this inner corner here, just to enhance where I brought that nose contour. I do my eyeshadow basically like I'm just contouring my eyelids. And my eyes are kind of close together, so I'm trying to like pull them apart and lift them. I'm now taking a smaller brush. This is the DB13 and I'm dipping in to this colour right here. And I'm going to pack that on the outer lid again, just keeping it even tighter. And I'm not blending it out as far. Because like I said, I'm trying to make my eyes look a bit further apart. So I'm keeping all the darker colours right to the outer edge. And I really like to take my time when I'm blending these darker colours. Just really slowly feathering it out. Then I'm going back in with the bigger brush to blend out the edges. Now we're going to take the same two eyeshadows, starting with the lighter one. And I'm using this on my favourite little brush. This is the PC47 from Peaches and Cream. I'm blending that all along my lower lash line. Then going in with that dark brown shade, but I'm just keeping this on like the lower outer corner, just on this little outer third here. Because I like having some shadow on my lower lash line, but I just don't want it to like weigh my eyes down. So now that we have our little basic smoke, I want to brighten up my lids. So I'm going to mix these two light shades here. And I'm taking this on a Sigma eye and nose contour brush. And you want to make sure any creases are blended out before you do this. Now I'm just going to go in and pack this onto the lids. And I like to take this a little bit higher than my crease just to give the illusion of a bigger eyelid. Just patting this onto my lid and then stopping when I get like halfway across my eye. Giving it a little blend over with the big brush. And then I love a really, really bright inner corner. So now I'm just going to pick up the lightest shade on its own on a Zoeva 230 brush and packing this right on the inner corner. This just makes such a difference. I love this step of my makeup. It just totally opens up your eyes and makes them look so nice and bright. I said that was my favourite step, but I actually lied. This is my favourite step. Oh no, they're broken. Oh my god. No, please. This is the Kylie Cosmetics Wet Shimmer Palette, and this is unreal. These are the most unreal, like glittery, shimmery eyeshadows ever. I've been loving taking this one up here. It's like a white champagne-y colour, and I'm taking that on like a skinny, fluffy brush. Normally with the shimmer, I would literally just put it all over my lid, but I've been loving placing this like directly into my crease. I'll show you just now, but oh my god, it looks so nice. Starting in the inner corner, and just dragging it up and through the crease. Oh my god. It is so nice. And it means when your eyes open, you can just see like a little bit of glitter poking out. And then I just slowly kind of feather it out here. When you tilt your head back like this, it's just the prettiest ever. That shimmer is insane. I can't get over it. How pretty is that? This little quad is the best thing ever. And I'm just going to finish off the eye by doing a little bit of liner. I'm going to take this dark brown down here, and honestly I usually skip this step if I'm being lazy, but if you are wanting to take your time, I feel like this just makes it look so much more polished. So I've got that on my little angled brush, and I'm going to start lining my lash line from like halfway across my eye. The inside of my eyes go up, and then after the middle they start to go down. So if I line the outer half, it makes my eyes look lifted again. I don't know if you can tell the difference here. I just feel like it really finishes off the eye. I'm just gonna go in and curl my lashes just now and do some mascara. Then after my brows, we'll put our lashes on. I'm using the Maybelline Sky High mascara. This is one of my favourites ever. And just coating every single lash so they're nice and black. My brows literally went from the step that I spent the most time on to the step that I spend the least time on. I genuinely used to sit for like an hour, like fully shaping and drawing like a whole new eyebrow. But in the past few years, I feel like I've just realised that when it comes to brows, I feel like the more natural, the better. So my brow routine is actually really simple these days. I first go in with the Benefit Fluff Up Brow Wax. I use this in the shade 4.5, and I just brush this all the way through my brows just to set them in place and define all the hairs. I don't know what's happened, but the end of this eyebrow has literally disappeared, and I don't even get my eyebrows done, so I really don't know what's happened there. My eyebrows like barely grow, so I don't actually need to get them done. I just pluck them whenever I need to. The hairs grow long, but I don't actually get like new hairs, but I'm kind of okay with that because I like a thinner brow. So now that I've brushed that through, you can see that my eyebrows are already like half filled in. And then I just go in with my Maybelline Build-A-Brow. This is in the shade Soft Brown, and this is the smallest eyebrow pen like ever. It's actually tiny. And I just go in with this and fill in all the sparse areas. Basically just doing little strokes all the way through the brow. It's mostly just the ends of my brows that need filling in. This bit here is really sparse, so I'm just gonna keep building that up. And then I like to do a few little hair strokes through the front of my brow. Let's get some lashes on. I have a new favourite pair of lashes, but I only have one pair of them and I've already worn them like 5 times. These are the Eylure 503s, I want to say. These are so nice. I've just cut them in half and turned them into a little half lash. Just gonna peel off the old glue. I got these in Boots when I was home, and I need to order more of them because I'm obsessed. Okay, taking some of my dual glue, letting that glue dry a little bit. I went like short and square with my nails, but now it's harder for me to put my lashes on. Placing these right on the outer corner. I just love the curl on these lashes. They're honestly perfect. And then I always go in with these little lash tweezers and clamp the lashes in with my natural ones. I'm doing a teeny tiny bit of mascara on my bottom lashes, keeping it just to the outer corner, because I just feel like it looks weird if you have no bottom mascara on. Okay guys, we're almost done. I don't know about anyone else, but highlighter is so back for me. Like, I love highlighter again. This one's from Makeup by Mario, and it's in the shade Golden. And I'm picking it up on this Morphe M510 brush. I am just so obsessed with highlighter again. Like, obviously I want my cheek to glow when I turn to the side. Like, it looks so nice. Oh my god. I literally only do the tops of my cheekbones and then a little bit on the bridge of my nose to bring that forward. I think that is just so pretty. And then also on the very tip of my nose. Okay, now to finish off with the lips. I actually have so many lip products right now that I'm absolutely obsessed with. So picking a lip combo is actually kind of hard right now. These are my 3 favourite lip liners at the moment. You can tell this one is well loved. This is Makeup Forever Anywhere Caffeine. Let's do a little swatch. This is like my favourite nude at the moment. And then I'm also loving my Makeup by Mario Spiced Chai, which is kind of like a darker version. Or this Huda Warm Brown is honestly one of my favourites ever. And it also has such good staying power because it like dries down on your lips. This is what I'm going to use. I feel like people don't know that the Huda ones come with a little sharpener in the bottom, but you can literally just wind it up and you just have to really, really lightly sharpen it. It's kind of fiddly. Why is this not focusing? Hi! It means you can get it nice and sharp again. Always overlining my Cupid's bow. Overlining everywhere, to be honest. Like that is just the nicest brown lip liner, and yet it dries down on your lips so it stays for so long. Wait, I want to show you my favourite lip product just now, but I wouldn't actually wear it with this look because I already have shimmer on the eyes. But these e.l.f., what are they called? Glow Reviver lip oils. These are unreal. The amount of shimmer that's in these, I didn't expect it. Let me just show you. I'll take it off and do a different gloss, but I just want to show you how amazing these are. Look at that. It's like a disco ball on your lips. Oh my god. I'm honestly just so obsessed. This one's in the shade Crystal Baller. And then I also love this one, which is Princess Cut. It's more of a pink shade, but I just didn't expect these to be so glittery, and I absolutely love them. I wore this exact lip with a matte eye, and oh my god, it was so nice. I'm just gonna take it off and put a normal one on because I don't want it to be too much with my sparkly eyes as well. Let's go in with this Kylie Cosmetics lip glaze. This is in the shade Nude Kiss, and this is my favourite nude lip gloss. That is just the perfect shade of nude and like the perfect amount of pigment as well. Love it. Yeah. I feel like my makeup's not actually done until I've gone in with like another layer of powder, blush and bronzer. So let's just powder again, just to brighten my under eye back up. And let's add a little bit more bronzer. Oh my god, wait, this makeup turned out so nice. Okay, last thing I'm doing to my face. Going in with my freckle tint and just bringing back this beauty mark. I don't know whether to just leave it with this one today because I usually do one like here, but I feel like it's too close to this massive spot and I don't want to like draw attention to that part of my face. But now I feel lopsided because I have one only on this side. Okay, let's just do... I always like to redefine these two on my nose as well. And then I like to add a little one underneath my eye. Okay, now we have our makeup done. Let me show you how I do my hair. I genuinely do the same hair every single time I go out, but I just love a big, bouncy, like voluminous curl. I've done like a proper tutorial on this in my Victoria's Secret makeup video, but this is like the fast version. This is just what I do when I can't be bothered doing like the full pin curl situation. The key to this look is the Dyson Airwrap. I am literally the Dyson Airwrap's biggest fan. It's the only thing I use on my hair. I literally couldn't live without it. When I was back at home, I had to use my friend's curling tong and it was honestly a disaster. It takes so much longer, it's so much trickier. Like this, honestly, it's the best thing ever. All I do is split my hair in half down the back and then in half to one side. So I'm just gonna take half of this up, section it off, take a wee clip, and just pin this over here. Make sure that this little bit is facing the right way. And I literally just go through and curl my hair. Like that is literally it. I use the highest setting on both of these. You just need to hold your hair like a couple inches away, turn it on, and then it just does everything for you. I try and do like 10 seconds each with the cool setting. But that is literally it. It's literally just the same as my Victoria's Secret video, but I don't pin it. And sometimes when I'm even lazier, I won't even section half of it. I'll just go through and curl it. And it literally takes me like 15 minutes max. The curls that it gives you are just so bouncy and voluminous. Now I'm just letting this section down and doing the exact same. And now we just repeat the exact same thing on the other side. Okay, everything is curled. Oh my gosh. Ah! Okay, everything's curled, so let's take out this roller. It is dropping quite fast today because I did literally just wash my hair and do a K18 treatment on it, so it's quite floppy. But this is literally how I do my hair every single time I go out. And I can get this hair to last me the whole week if I use these little curling rods. I'll style it with the air wrap on my hair wash day, and then literally every other night I'll just put 2 of these heatless rods in, and you wake up with perfect hair every single day. The only thing that gets in the way is going to the gym, because I like to wake up and then go straight to the gym. But then it's like, what's the point in doing these if you're just gonna wake up and ruin the hair? But yeah, this is my current go-to hair and makeup for going out. It's just like the hair and makeup that makes me feel like me. I'm just obsessed with it at the moment. I need to outro this quickly because my SD card is about to run out, but I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I really enjoyed filming it. Please let me know what other videos you'd like to see from me. I'd love to do some recreations over here, so let me know in the comments what you'd like to see. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for 40,000 subscribers. I'll see you in the next one. Mwah.